right, everyone. Welcome to a Rooster webinar. We're going to be talking about lead conversion on your website, really optimizing it. And I love what you guys have done, Randy. It simplified my life. I was taking a look at it not only on my app, because, that's where you guys all started, but I was
Mhm.
taking a look at it on my desktop, and I'm like, this is the smoothest I've seen from any company out there as an IDX, right? And I know you guys are way more than that, but the ability for you to convert because it's so smooth and responsive and easy to use, that's big. And I don't know that we talk about that enough. So where do you want to start with this?
Yeah, so let's start with just kind of the problem and the reason why we did this. First, we have built what's easily become, the industry's premier mobile solution, right? The mobile app experience is slick. It's branded entirely to you. It provides you with a collaborative mobile experience. It's done all these beautiful things. And then we started getting the question quite frequently, can I put this on my website? And that didn't really occur to us at first, but we had people asking questions like, hey, my with this data feed, with this MLS feed on my app and on my website, these are two different feeds altogether, right? Um, and that results in me needing to track two different places for all
Yeah.
this data. And I like your idea. I like your embedded MLS better than this other embedded MLS. Can I use yours? Which is great because it also cuts out on costs for you. You don't have to pay for another MLS, IDX VAL provider. We provide VAL and IDX feeds that you can take and put on as many websites as you'd like. So we had clients coming to us with that problem, needing to embed the MLS into their website in a way that was clean, slick, and was consistent with the activity they were tracking through their mobile device with Ruuster. Then that evolved because people went from saying, hey, this is great, I love it, my website looks so much better now, and people can search the MLS and have these really super cool filters. I need a way to capture the people who visit my website. So we have continued to grow how this embedded MLS feature works, where if you just have a website, because if someone Googles your name in real estate and nothing comes up, my red flag would go up, right? Like you have to have a website. If I Google your name as a real estate agent and I don't find you, the real estate agent, I instantly discredit you and I move on to the next person. So a lot
Yeah.
of people have websites for that reason. But you also need to have properties on them, right? If I go to your website and you're a real estate agent and I can't search for homes, it's like, well, why would I go to Amazon originally if I couldn't buy books? That'd be weird. So, so we
That
embedded
would,
that, right? And so that was the genesis there. But then many of you also have these beautiful looking websites, and you want to capture leads from them as well because you are maximizing the SEO by generating content, right? The 7 reasons to move to my market and things of that nature. And you want to
yeah.
be able to capture people who begin viewing properties. And then there's more and more reasons why we decided to go heavy into building this beautiful desktop experience because Ruuster really has, over the course of the 3 years, almost 3 years that I've been here now, um, we are becoming a premium level client engagement platform where we're really working hard to move away from being thought as just a mobile app experience, but really building this beautiful, beautiful platform that engages your clients really anywhere in the real estate experience. And I'm trying to find the screen I want to share with you right now. So, whoops.
Yeah. Sure. Can you share your screen or no?
I can't.
Oh,
I
perfect.
can't. I have too many tabs like we all do and couldn't find what I wanted. But yeah, so that really as all great technology and innovation comes, it was grown out of necessity based off of our clients' feedback. So another thing I want you to hear from me loud and clear is Rooster is incredibly responsive to client feedback. Don't give me a bunch of feedback if you're not a client. You can give me a little bit, but if you're a client of ours and you have some feedback and you have some needs, we're really, really happy to respond to those needs in ways that will make your life better, easier, more efficient, more affordable, all of the above. So, that being said, what I want to do with you today is go through a few different websites our clients already had, right? These existed pre-Ruuster. Ruuster did not create these websites, but I want to show you how they upgraded these sites through the embedded MLS feature that we rolled out. Keep in mind, there was no property search feature before. There is a property search feature now. It all funnels into your CRM of choice. I think all of these clients use FUB. That is a bit of a coincidence, but you can imagine a lot of top teams in the country are using FUBs now. So at the end of the day, it is integrated into your CRM of choice. But let's just walk through this real quick. This is a beautiful website, and this is not a website provided by any massive company you've ever heard of. If I'm not mistaken, this is a really small website company. Yeah, this may even just be a website that was provided by like a contractor. Hey, I build websites for a living, but I'm a one-man company, right? It's a beautiful website.
It's good.
Yeah, it looks really good, right? And so
Although
if I
I think it has the feel of Agent Fire, doesn't it? It has that feel.
it does have that feel. I know it's not Agent Fire, but it does have that feel.
Okay.
And Agent Fire, well, I do have an Agent Fire site as an example. It's a really beautiful site. So I'll get into that. I've got 3 different sites I want to show you. Then I want to show you kind of the customization options.
Okay.
But ultimately, when you go to the johncampbellteam.com and you click on this buy feature, we're going to pull up, you'll notice that we're still on his website. He has a pop-up now, download our app and get immediately notified when a listing hits the market and matches your criteria. If I click on this, we'll actually pop open the landing page that every one of our clients gets,
All
which
right.
is just stellar. I mean, it's really a beautiful experience. But what you don't realize is this search bar right here isn't native to this website provider. This is actually Ruuster. And he is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So when I click search here, you don't realize that you haven't left the website that you are on. You're still on your website, but this becomes the Ruuster IDX or Val feed, I should say. I don't want to give you the wrong message. It's IDX or Val, depending on what your MLS will give us. And this experience is embedded beautifully. You can't tell that this is not the website provider. This is actually Ruuster.
That's really good, man. That is embedded nicely.
You'll notice we've got pretty extensive list of filters. We've got some really exciting news to announce in the near term future about the filters specifically. We're going to be matching the MLS, but I'm not going to elaborate yet. I can toggle back and forth from that list to a map view. Use my drawing tool to draw whatever strange looking figure I want. I can save my search. This is a beautiful thing. We are pushing people into that app experience because once you get someone to download and use your app, you have that person. You've captured them in a way that your competitors can't keep up with. So we're going to ask them to enter their phone number, to text the link to download the app or continue online. That's up to them. If they want to save this search, and what does save search mean? It means automatically receive notifications of new properties that fit this criteria. Or they can toggle over to the list to view the list of homes in that area. Now, when I click into the property itself, if you have forced registration turned off, it's no big deal. I can now view this property. something else I want to point out is tell me where on the page it's no longer the website and it's become Ruuster. There's no clear point of delineation. It's a really beautiful, coherent experience. Again, if I want to favorite this property, download the app. If I want to share the property, I could send this property over to my wife. And now we can both view this. If I want to book a tour, I've got to plug in my information here. Pulling the listing description, Google Map view, property details, mortgage calculators, all of the things that you know and love about the app just now beautifully rendered on your website. Another example, this actually is Agent Fire. So Agent Fire builds beautiful websites. I really appreciate the good work that they've done embedding our MLS. I'll point out here that this particular group pretty much mentions their app on every page of their website.
But what
So
happens? What happens, Randy, if they just search things in that tab?
yeah, so my hometown, Atlanta. If I click search here, it keeps you on your website.
Click through
It
those
keeps
really fast. I want to see how fast it is. Okay, I like that. That's very responsive.
the photos load incredibly quickly.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. I don't know that people understand how Google ranks this, but if it's this responsive, it ranks your site higher. That's what I love.
It is very important to keep consumers on your website. In order to do that, you have to have a responsive site. Like the load times have to be in the low milliseconds. If your client sees that spinny circle of death, good luck. Like they're out, they're gone. There's plenty of other websites that won't give them the spinny circle of death. So we put a lot of focus and a lot of resources into providing the most responsive experience that you can find, right? And something I want to point out is you can build landing pages, right? Like what I've gone through right now has really just been search, and you can search city, zip code, neighborhood, school district, right? These are our county is something that you can also search in here. You can search by specific address. Let's see. Right. So you can search by address as well. But something that I want to point out is you can, oh, this is not listed anymore. Got to find a new example. You can build landing pages. You can build pages with very specific results of here are X number of bedrooms, Y number of bathrooms at Z price point with these filters, right? If you want to build a landing page of water view properties, waterfront properties, if you want to build a page, I saw a page, I couldn't find it today, but I saw a page yesterday that was designated like fixer-uppers, right? And it just had a list of properties that kind of fit that criteria. This is another website that comes from Squarespace, right? Squarespace is just kind of your industry agnostic website provider, incredibly affordable. Of course, you can always hire folks to come in and custom develop on your Squarespace site, but these folks used us as their embedded MLS. They're in Portsmouth. They're in New Hampshire. I don't know any other towns in New Hampshire. Portsmouth. Okay, perfect. You can see the buttons are customizable. This red with the black shade is something that you can customize to have this consistent with your brand. You'll notice that the colors of the property cards here are consistent with your brand versus the colors of the property cards here, right? So something that I want to point out is this goes a very long way in keeping your brand coherent, sober. It keeps them all smooth together. This is something that people may not consciously think of, but they feel it subconsciously.
Do we have the capability of changing that on the back end? I
Oh
remember
yeah,
I remember telling you we do, right? The UI constant customization.
yep, that's exactly right.
Perfect.
So you can see in this example, I've got, just black and gold. But if I wanted this shadow to be black with a gold button, I can do that.
I was thinking of going like black and white personally.
Absolutely. I mean, we could make, oh, whoops, make this black and make this white. Well, I don't know if white's the best one. Maybe a little gray. If you don't like it, you just click the X and it goes back. Right. So this is something that really can be tailored to your look. Something else that I want to point out is folks who are familiar with us, I understand why we've been pegged as the app company, but that's not the only way that we're able to deliver properties valuably to your clients anymore. You can actually start sending properties to your clients via email to begin with. And in each property email that we send, we're actually going to prompt your clients to be downloading the app in every single email. Download the app to get the latest news.
I like it, man. All right, show me this other one you've got. You've got one more.
These are the three that I've got.
Okay, good, because I got one.
Let's see it.
Hold on, let me grab it because I wanted to show a couple of things. Obviously, it's mine, right? And you can go,
Oh,
you can go back to this. Let me stop sharing yours and let me go to mine. So here is, let me see if you all can see it. Randy, you can see this?
I can.
All right, good. So here's the back end of my dashboard. And I actually, this has become now the place that I go to when I start. I actually put it at the top here under one of my tabs, top left. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's so damn easy for me to search here faster than it is the MLS. And my go-to before I had this was Redfin because it's so easy and easy to, and just everyone's on it. But now I can go here and be like, hey, this is my map view. Right here's Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
Come in and take a look. Okay, which properties for my clients? Let's say they want to take a look at this one. It's so easy for me to share it directly from here, man. Like you said, force registration. And if it's for somebody new, I could force registrate. Like I just finished talking to somebody and they're like, hey, right, I've got a link for you, but sign it. Do me a favor, sign up for the app. I'm going to have them do that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is a
Which
huge piece that I want to point out. The forced registration, I think the conversation around forced registration really depends just on your school of thought. Is it better? Is it worse? Some people want to generate every possible lead. Some people only want people to register if they're genuinely interested, whatever. The point is, we've empowered you to make that choice for yourself. And the beauty is, you can turn forced registration on and off for every page that you create. So for your general website, if you just want everyone who comes to your website, they type in tristanandassociates.com and they start searching
Yep.
for those folks. If you just want to allow them to search without forcing them to register, that's fine. But if you build a very specific landing page of here's the 10 most expensive homes in Malibu, right? And you run that out into the world, you put it on your social media, et cetera, et cetera. You probably want people to register in order to view these properties, right? And so I can show you a little more about the customization options.
Show it to me.
But my whole point is if you want people to access your website without being forced to register, you can. And then if you want to build specific pages to force people to register, you can do that as well. That comes on a page by page basis. So basically what happens is you come to the embed listings button inside a Ruuster. So this is the Ruuster backend platform. And you
Mhm.
have all these settings that you can select. And we worked hard to make it as clear and just point and click as possible, right? Do I want a new tab to open? Personally, whenever I click on a link, I want it to open in a new tab because I just want to be able to click on my old tab to go back to where I was. And so if I want to open up a new tab with every property someone clicks on, I would select that. Do I want to hide the search bar? Maybe. If this is a landing page that you want to build for a specific set of properties, you want to hide the search bar and these people just have the search results for the waterfront properties in Malibu, etc. Hiding buttons, right? This is going to be your save search or map view button. Again, for landing page purposes, maybe you want this, maybe you don't. Iframe opacity. Do you want people to be able to see through the background, like behind the property cards? Do you want it to just be the color that you select and for Ruuster? Like if you have a red background of your app, do you want the background of your property cards to be red, or do you want them to see through to your website? That's up to you. Do you want to limit the listing results? How many listings do you want per page? How do you want to, I mean, I just want to point out how you can really incredibly tailor this page to look just the way you want it to look, and you don't have to know how to code. You just have to know your preferences. Do you want to force registration or not? So, and then do you want to add tags for everyone who signs up on this particular page? Do you want to add a tag in your CRM? This is specifically in the most commonly used in the Follow Up Boss world, right? Follow Up Boss uses tags to trigger lead routing. So if you're a team leader and you're running ads to a landing page with forced registration in the name of generating leads and you want to route those leads, then you come in here and you add the tag, which can be whatever you want it to be. I don't really care. Whatever the naming convention works for you. For every lead that comes into the system, auto apply Malibu PPC lead tag. Now they'll show up in FUB with the tag Malibu PPC lead. And then in FUB, you have the automation for every lead that has the Malibu PPC lead tag applied. It routes the lead to your team, right? I said that as fast as I could, but I hope it also makes sense. Our team is happy to work with you if you need help with this. In addition, all of the agents on your team can use this tool, every single one. So if you run a team and there's a particular agent on your team who wants to build a landing page and try to generate some leads that way, you can come in under this select agents feature. My star agent, David Hasselhoff here, wants to
David
generate leads.
Kent has a buddy named Kit.
Kit, yeah. And Pamela, right? And so anyways, for anyone who registers on this landing page, it's automatically going to be assigned to David. So I don't have to go through lead routing. I don't have to make sure that everyone is getting the leads that they're supposed to get. David here can now create as many pages as he wants with whatever filter criteria he wants. Let's see, not Anchorage, but rather Malibu. Minimum price point, a very humble 7 million.
Very, let me tell you, very.
Wow, there's way too many search results. Uh, I'm like kind of flabbergasted right now. 15, very humble 15 million. I now click save. Now anyone who I take this code, it's literally copy and paste. And we, again, our team can help you with this. Do not let this intimidate you. We're here to help you. Copy, paste, um, into your website provider. And now anyone who registers on a property page with Malibu $15 million homes will be assigned to David Hasselhoff. So I just want to really, really point out how you can take your website. You could go sign up for a Squarespace, a Wix, an Agent Fire site today.
Mm-hmm.
Get your site and you can immediately embed listings on it. You don't have to go through the MLS paperwork process again, to my knowledge. And I don't know everything, but to my knowledge, you don't have to. Um, and ultimately turn any website into a lead generation tool.
Dude, I love that.
Jerry asked, do you have anyone embedding in Go High Level? We do. I do not have an example that I can think of, but I know
We're
that it,
we're embedding ours for the brokerage. We're going to build out our whole brokerage site through Go High Level and then using Rooster as our main IDX for the whole country. But we're starting off in California. So yeah, you'll see ours happen as it's happening, guys. And then we'll showcase it.
oh
So
yeah, I'm excited for that. And I should point out that Rooster, we can integrate as many MLSs as you need. So in the instance of Tristan, where he is eventually going to be rolling out a nationwide site, we can integrate all of the MLSs. I think our current record is 19 states. I don't that's more than 19 MLSs, but our largest client has 19 states integrated, and that's north of 50 MLSs, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want to point out that that is very capable as well.
do we know who that is? I forgot who it is. You showed his site, didn't you? The one with the map?
I sure did. My dear friend Jason,
Jason, that's right.
Jason Glass.
Yeah. Cool, dude.
So this is Nashville, but if I wanted to go, where else is Jason? Where else in the world? I'm trying to think. Um,
Missouri. Let's go to Missouri. Oh, San Diego.
I don't know if he's in Missouri or not. I don't know the answer to that. But
But
from Nashville to San Diego. So if I
easy.
go to this is going to be dangerous right here. If I
Zoom out.
clear that, it's going to tell me I need to zoom in at some point. Yeah, please zoom in. That's no big deal.
Are you trying to break it, Randy?
I
Is that
am
what
breaking it. I'm
what
breaking
you're
it
doing?
live. Look, we're no, but
But
you
it
can see
populates pretty fast, dude.
considering this is loading 50 different MLSs every time, I would say this is loading faster than any other competitor that you'd find out there. So I'm happy with that. I don't even know where I am in the world anymore. Augusta. But yeah, so at the end of the day, Rooster is expanding.
I like it,
We're
man.
helping clients build a much more robust end-to-end experience. And
Hmm.
if you want to know more about it, go to rooster.com, Ruuster. That's two U's. And I will be very happy to run you through a personal demo.
I like it. I'm going to share one more thing because some agents sometimes go to the MLS and grab the listing and then share it through there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's all cool, right? Everyone should be using something if they don't have anything. But the thing I love the most, and I just sent it to myself so you can see how smooth it is, because I like to keep everyone in one place. So this is me texting myself, right? So if I sent myself that same listing on my site that you saw, so it's
Mm-hmm.
like if you to a client, you click on it, and then this is what it looks like and how fast it loads on this to me, that was like, dude, I'd rather be sending my own stuff to my clients, not the MLS, but something that where I can capture them if they have questions or they want to do anything really fast. It happens here. And that to me, man, that to me is awesome. This is why we want to build it out for all of California and then the rest of the nation for Y Realty because it just makes sense. It's so smooth.
I'll say this, websites, in addition to what I said before about if I Google your name, like I better find a website for you. That's a good test for everyone to do right now is go ahead and just Google your name and see what shows up. But
Yeah.
second, websites are a better source of lead generation than a mobile app would be. I don't have any ego about that. It's just true. But it's not the way consumers continue to search. They go to this website once, twice, maybe three times, and then they go on their phone and use whatever app they have downloaded. And it doesn't matter if it's your app or not, they're going to use their phone. So you better make sure that it is your app that they're using. So you start with this web experience that is literally just opening up the door to get them to walk through and continue to use your resources. You have to have a suitable mobile experience, and a mobile friendly website does not qualify as a suitable mobile experience. So, anywho,
Very true. Very true. All right, dude. I'm excited to see what you guys have next. Thank you for doing this. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Great hat, Randy. And
thank you.
until next,
If you want a hat, uh, free mobile app for purchase of Ruuster hat.
that's that hat. That hat is
It's an
has a
expensive
monthly
hat.
price or a yearly price tag. It's the best.
Thanks,
uh
Tristan. Thanks, everybody.
you should put that on the when you go to events, like free mobile app with the purchase of this hat.
What does the hat cost? Never
That's
bought a
the
subscription hat before.
yes, there's a first. Rooster. Rooster.
Yes.
See you,
Awesome.
Randy.
Thanks, everybody. Cheers.